Hey yogis, welcome to Sarah Yoga. Today we have a nice little short series for neck and shoulder pain. That's my number one complaint in classes. People always have neck and shoulder pain, including myself. We're always on our devices or at the computer or driving or whatever it is, carrying heavy things that we probably shouldn't. So to get that open, we're going to do a nice little sequence here. We'll start right here, right now. Find an easy cross-legged Sukhasana pose. As always, you can grab a pillow or a blanket to come and sit up on. So let your elbow points get nice and heavy and just notice how you're sitting. Lengthen through the spine. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Take a couple breaths all the way down into the belly. You can even bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the low back, kind of shake it. Let the breath drop all the way down. And through the mouth, let it go. Right, so you're really loosening this area here. Take one more like that. Deep breath in. Through the mouth, let it go. And then on your next breath in, we'll start to take some gentle circles with the head and the neck. You can switch to breathing in and out through the nose, or for this one today, if it feels better to exhale through the mouth, or even breathe in and out through the mouth, you can do that as well. So there's no rules. Typically when we breathe in and out through the mouth, the jaw has a little bit more space to open up, which is what we're working on today. So maybe rock back and forth if you find a tight spot. Switch directions. Yeah, really take your time here. Pop, pop, crack, crack. And then we'll come back around to the center, pull the belly in a little bit, lift the heart up, lean back in the spine. And then take your right ear over towards your right shoulder. And for this one, we're actually going to separate the lips. Whether or not you're breathing in and out through the mouth, just let the lips separate so your jaw can hang off to the side. Getting this nice big stretch across the left side of the neck. So using our breath here, on the inhale, we'll take the head and slightly rock it back. So the head is staying to the right, and now we're also rocking it back, tilting the chin up, keeping your spine lifted. And then on the exhale, we'll rock the chin forward. So these are tiny little movements, super small, so it's not these huge rocks, but really gentle. Inhale, rocking back. Exhale, rocking forward. And as you're moving, as you rock back, let the mouth fall open a little bit more, the weight of the tongue in the mouth. As you rock forward, let the hinge of the jaw drop down towards the ground, so the jaw is following the movement of your head. Breathing, inhale, rocking back. Exhale, rocking forward. Inhale, exhale. Really letting your jaw just hang here. Next time you rock forward, start to bring the chin towards the chest. We'll pause here, bring the hands into a clasp right at the back of the head, and pull, or just let the weight of the hands pull the head down. So the head is dropping down, but lift up through the rest of the spine. So all the way up to the bottom of the neck should be lifting up in the spine. Go ahead, release the hands all the way down. Keep the chin to the chest, and we'll just take the left ear over towards the left shoulder. So pause here, breathe into the right side of the neck. Let go of the hinge of the jaw just to find that first. And then we'll start to rock. On your inhale, rock the head back. Exhale, rock the head forward. Inhale, rocking back. Exhale, rocking forward, staying on the left side. Letting the hinge of your jaw get nice and heavy. Really slow, really small movements. So can you even feel the jaw kind of releasing? I'm just laughing because sometimes when you're doing jaw work, you feel like you're going to drool. It's okay, just drool away. Just know when you swallow, it is a natural tightening of the back of the throat. So there will be a need to release after the swallow, to release the jaw again. And then the next time you come forward, we'll once again take the chin to the chest, find that clasp with the hands, lift up through the rest of the spine, all except the cervical spine and the back of the neck. Breathe here into the low belly, into the back. We'll let go of the jaw. And this time we'll release the hands down, keep the weight of the head drop down, take your fingertips right to the forehead, and press your head up so there's very little effort in the head and the neck. There you're lifting your head up, and hello. Alright, so bring your hands back down towards the ground, bring your fingertips off to the side, and poof out your chest. Feel the shoulder blades drop together. Feel a little bit of movement in the neck, jaws loose. Lift up through the crown of the head. Keep the lift in the spine, the belly drawing in. We'll take the arms really lightly, floating them all the way up towards the sky. Flip the palms up, and like you're lifting up through your wrists. Bring the wrist to kiss. And then exhale, release, like you're dragging the wrists around. So once more like that. Inhale, reaching wrist to wrist. Coming all the way up. Let the wrist kiss. And then exhale. Release all the way down and around. Send your hands behind you. Clasp the hands behind the tailbone, and then reach your fists down and back. Roll open through the chest. So you can even lean back on your fists, bend the elbows a little, scoop the chest forward, elbows together, and pick up the chin ever so slightly, but keep the front of the neck lifting, the front of the throat lifting, so the back of the neck is long as well. Let go of the jaw, take one more deep breath and roll the shoulders open. And then exhale. We'll come back up, keep the fist and just bump it over to the right hip. Little side bump here. Lift up through the chest on your exhale, right ear over towards the right shoulder again. And you can play with turning your chin ever so slightly to the left to open up more into the ear. So these are really fine muscles that we're getting into, small, little minute things. See if you can just pay attention to what's being stretched and really be in that space breathing. So keep your left hand to the side of the hip, but release the clasp. Start to reach the right hand all the way up. Bend the elbow And we'll come up and over to the side of the head here. Grab onto the side of the ear, the head, almost like you're gripping it a little bit and ever so slightly pulling it up and over towards the right. And then walk your hand to the back of the head. Start to look down towards your right armpit, your right hip. Same thing, kind of grip the back of the head. Press the head up as you pull the head slightly up and over to the right. And breathe here. And then release and we'll switch sides. So bring your fists back behind you. This time can you find the opposite clasp? So if you had your hands like this, opposite thumb on top, it's gonna feel kind of awkward. It's gonna be kind of hard to find. And then we'll take that fist over to the left side. Take a breath and lift up through the chest. Exhale, left ear over towards the left shoulder. And then feel free to maybe start to turn the chin slightly towards the right. Really getting into some of these small little muscles. Ooh. And so really using your breath. And let go of the jaw. Keep the left hand, keep the right hand where it is, and we'll take the left hand all the way up towards the sky. Bend the elbow, find the side of that right head, the ear, kind of grip the head, and then we'll come up and over here. Breathing right into that right side of the neck. Then walk your left hand towards the back of the head. Find the nape of the neck. Lift up through the head, pulling slightly up and over to the left. And just looking down towards the left. Again, here, maybe let the lips part, let the jaw separate. We'll come all the way back up, release that. Just give your head a little wiggle. And now we'll dive forward. Oh, hello. Hello. We have a friend. A friend. All right, so now we're gonna dive forward. Somebody wants to play. So we'll come forward onto hands and knees. Give yourself a couple of rolls through the hips, through the head and the neck. Ooh, downward dog. And then right away we'll come into a shoulder stretch. So left hand stays down, right arm is gonna slide underneath. And we'll come down onto the right side of the head. So a couple of options here. You can just use the left fingertips into the ground and peel open. Or you can take that left hand all the way up towards the sky. Maybe even bending the elbow and bringing the hand behind you. Starting to roll towards the back of the head, opening up. And then we'll release this side. And we're gonna switch sides whilst I get rid of this So we'll switch sides, send the left arm underneath, left shoulder comes down. Feel free to roll open by using the right fingertips to peel open, or send the right hand all the way up towards the sky, bending the elbow and wrapping the hand around. Again, see if you can let go of the jaw, let go of the tongue. Take one more breath in here, and then exhale, release. Whew, so we'll come now into a cat-cow, but we're going to do it reversely. So instead of the inhale forward and the exhale scooping in, we're going to find the opposite, and we'll start in our cat pose. So round through the belly. I'll walk you through this. Round through the belly, really press into the hands away from the ground. Feel the shoulder blades pull away from one another. And we'll take a nice big breath in here. And then on your exhale through the mouth, start to fold open into your cow pose. Inhale, scoop the belly up and in. And then exhale, open mouth. Release the jaw, opening up through the heart. Inhale, scooping up and in. Open mouth, maybe you let even a little bit of sound out here. Again, deep breath in. Exhale. All right, so now we're gonna add on. Inhale. On the exhale, stick out your tongue. I open up the jaw. Again, deep breath in. Once more. So I know this is ridiculous, but it really helps to open up the jaw. Exhale, stick out the tongue. Okay, and then release, tuck the toes underneath you, right back up into downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs, roll through the head and the neck. And then press into your fingertips, especially the inner corners of the hands and the pointer fingers and the thumbs. Bend your knees, stick your tailbone up and back. Hug your inner arms towards the ears. So feel the shoulder blades clink onto the back, and then press more into your hands and lower your heels down and back, lengthen the legs. So you're hugging your inner arms in, hugging the shoulders onto the back, really pressing, really engaging through the inner corners of the hands. Line your ears up with your arms so your neck is nice and long. Take one more deep breath in here, and then exhale. We'll go for a little walk. Make our way up to the top of the mat, landing right in a forward fold. Feet right underneath the hips. Releasing the head and the neck down. Bend your knees, and then let your head find this tiny little yes, like you're saying yes, but then minimize the movement. So if I were looking at you, I wouldn't even know that you were moving. Finding that atlas joint, the first vertebrae that connects to the skull. Let go of the jaw, the tongue. Still breathe in through the nose or the mouth, all the way down into the belly. And then find these little movements. Find this no shape, rocking from side to side. And then minimize the no. Moving into the second vertebrae and the cervical spine. Let go of the shoulders. Maybe even clasp opposite elbows here if that's okay. Start to bend your knees in your forward fold here. Really deeply release the arms, and then one vertebrae at a time will roll all the way up, chin to chest. Head is the last thing to rise all the way up. Take your time. And as you come up here, check out your feet. Make sure they're right underneath the hips. Feel the release of the shoulders. And we'll release the hands down and then roll your inner elbows forward. Soft little micro bend in the knees so you're not locking. Lifting the elbows up. So just the elbows are lifting up. The hands and the forearms are nice and loosey-goosey here. And then we'll take the wrists and start to reach them all the way out towards the sky, but the fingers are still soft. And then finally, we'll take the fingertips and outstretch them all the way up towards the sky. So take a breath in here. Exhale through the mouth. This time, take a breath in on your exhale. Through the mouth, let the fingers drop. Take a breath in. On your exhale through the mouth from the elbows. Take a breath in. Through the mouth, whole arms. So we'll do that once more, a little bit faster this time. Inhale, pick the elbows up. Through the mouth, exhale. Inhale, lead with the wrists. Through the mouth. Inhale, fingertips reach all the way up. Pause here, exhale through the mouth. Take a breath in. Release the fingertips. Inhale from the elbows. Inhale, whole arm. Nice, feel the looseness in your arms. We'll inhale nice and light, lift the arms all the way up. Grab hold of that right wrist, come up and over to the left. And then inhale, come back up to center. Grab the opposite wrist, exhale up and over to the right. Inhale, reach all the way up. And right away, we'll dive it all the way back down to the ground. Just hang out here for a second. Feel the weight of the head and the neck, the vertebrae releasing in the back of the neck. Take one more breath in. And then on your exhale, we'll start to walk the feet back. Lower the knees down. And come all the way down onto the belly. So as we come onto the belly, we'll take our arms out into a nice big T. And we'll keep that left arm out and start to turn over onto the left cheek. Take your right elbow and bend it, come up onto your fingertips and start to roll over onto your left side. So this is a pretty big shoulder opener. You can stay here with the knees together or bend that right knee and step the right foot behind you. And this might be enough just with the right fingertips on the ground, or you can start to take that right hand all the way up towards the sky. So you want to keep the arms in a nice T, right? Letting this arm maybe start to fall back towards the left. So if the arm starts to swing towards the hip, right, maybe back off. We want to keep it up here because that's where the stretch is. And so just letting it either hang here. If this is too much, no worries, right fingertips just come right back down to the ground. This is, like I said, a really big stretch. Some days doing this just makes me want to cry, right? So be patient with yourself. If this is super easy for you, the next step would be to bend this left knee and bring that foot up. Ooh, but my shoulders are pretty tight today, so I'm not going to do that. Just taking a couple inhales here, a couple exhales. Let go of the jaw. And then whenever you're ready, we'll make our way back down, rolling back onto the belly. And we'll just start to switch sides. So we'll take that right arm out. I'm just gonna switch sides so you can see me. Right arm comes out into a T. Look over towards the left. And then we'll bend the knees and roll all the way over towards that right side. Bend the left knee, step the left foot behind you. Stay here, or maybe take the left arm all the way up towards the sky, letting it fall behind you. This side might be very different. This side might be tighter or not as tight as the other side. So again, really focus on the jaw, releasing the weight of the head and the neck. And then we'll slowly come back to center. Come back to the belly. And start to peel ourselves all the way back up. And we'll end in a final seat. Crossing the legs into our easy Sukhasana pose. Take a moment and notice any difference, any opening in the head and the neck. Let the shoulders drop down. Take a couple deep inhales in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Again, in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Take your fingers, give your jaw a little massage. And then release. So a little bit of self-care today. We'll bring the hands together and end right here. If you want to take a couple extra moments to just sit in a meditative seat before you go off to the rest of your day, feel free to take as long as you like. I'll end here with one last deep breath in. Exhale, bowing the head to the heart. Vowing to live from the heart and not the head. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today. If you like this video, please subscribe or hit like or create a comment below. Check out some of my other videos and other breathing techniques that will help you reduce your stress levels. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your day or evening, and I will see you next time on Sarah Yoga.